Pulmonary, right now we are discussing classification of pulmonary hypertension. ये अब आप इन दोनों लफ्ज़ों को अलग अलग यूज़ करें. Pulmonary artery hypertension is one of the group of pulmonary hypertension. Yes.
Sir, so there are two ways to classify pulmonary hypertension. One is
I don't remember everything, so I'm just taking help of my presentation.
One is WHO classification, which is essentially the same classification as we are using for NYHA classification for heart failure. And another classification is Dana point classification, in which is classified into 5 types. Number 1 is pulmonary arterial hypertension.
So out of those 5 categories of pulmonary hypertension, one is pulmonary artery hypertension. And what are the conditions which we consider in that pulmonary artery hypertension?
Sir, in pulmonary artery hypertension, sir, subclasses?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because sir, you need to know what are the categories you will keep in this class 1.
Sir, so pulmonary arterial hypertension is divided in idiopathic pulmonary arterial hypertension.
You don't have any reason. You tried everything, it's idiopathic. Ultimately, you have labeled that this is idiopathic. You have no reason for that.
Pulmonary arterial hypertension due to gene mutation like BMPR mutation.
It's called familial. So it's one category, maybe familial.
Another one is pulmonary hypertension due to drugs like amphetamines, dasatinib, and some other drugs. Another entity is pulmonary hypertension due to anorexant use and associated with HIV infection and congenital heart disease.
All those which are affecting just pulmonary arterial circulations, all those category you are keeping in this pulmonary artery. Even congenital heart disease related, it's in class 1. Drugs हो गई, connective tissue disorders leading to pulmonary artery hypertension.
HIV, portal hypertension.
So this is class 2.
Class 2 is due to left heart disease, which may be left ventricular systolic dysfunction or left ventricular diastolic dysfunction.
And pulmonary veno-occlusive disease
it is also
in class 1.
And also pulmonary capillary hemangiomatosis.
Yeah, hemangiomatosis. That is also class 1. Yes.
Group 2 is pulmonary hypertension due to left heart disease, which include disease.
And how you define this, that this is pulmonary artery hypertension? You look for mean arterial pressure and wedge pressures. So what should be your mean arterial pressure?
The mean pulmonary artery pressure should be greater than 25 millimeter.
25
with wedge pressure?
More than or less than?
Less than 15 in pulmonary arterial hypertension.
Less than 15.
And
you
pulmonary vascular resistant?
Discovering hypertension only in arterial circulation bed. There is no secondary things involved. Yes, class 2 with left heart disease.
Which may be
either
due to
ventricular or valvular. So AS, MR, these all leading to pulmonary hypertension, that is category 2. Yes.
Sir, which include left ventricular systolic or diastolic dysfunction.
Considering everything related to left heart.
Valvular heart diseases and inflow or outflow tract obstructive diseases. Number 3 is due to chronic lung disease like COPD, interstitial lung disease, chronic exposure to high altitude.
Lung issues leading to arterial problems is class 3.
Yes. Number 4 is chronic thromboembolism, pulmonary hypertension, which occur in the setting of chronic thromboembolism. And number 5 is multifactorial.
And even that category, large vessel, small vessel, very small vessels, this all pulmonary hypertension secondary to embolic phenomena is considered in 4th. Last.
Number 5th is multifactorial.
Miscellaneous group.
And miscellaneous.
जिस जो आप कहीं fit कर इन चारों में कहीं fit नहीं कर पा रहे. So from now onward, whenever you see a patient or thinking a patient with pulmonary issues, you're contemplating he or she may have pulmonary artery hypertension, you have to categorize first. They have impact on management strategy as well, workup as well, what investigation you'll do for that, because it is so wide investigation, how you investigate a patient, how you suspect a patient with pulmonary artery hypertension. Let's start from here. Now, always consider these all conditions. अभी जो हमने पांचों इतनी सारी क्लास बनाई और वजह बनाई, इन तमाम लोग क्या हैं? Precursors for pulmonary artery. Every patient who has lung disease, who has congenital. अभी हमारी बात कहाँ से शुरू हुई? Because I asked one of you with a patient with ASD, Immediately I asked, what is his pulmonary pressures? And you were not knowing. So every patient who's having all these conditions right now we have discussed, left heart issue, pulmonary problems, congenital heart disease, drugs, whatever we discussed, any other connective tissue disorders, or anything which is in these 5 categories, you think of that he or she may develop
Pulmonary hypertension.
pulmonary artery hypertension.